touching all kinds of paper, and I ain't never gonna give a fuck about a hater, cause I know I got soul, baby, baby.
You already know what it is. You already know. It's Patai, God King TV. Like, share, and subscribe in this motherfucker, man. If you ain't hit the like button, hit that motherfucker right now. If you ain't subscribed, subscribe right now. If you ain't hit the notification button, hit the notification button right now. Salute to the Gold Sack Gang niggas. You know what I'm saying? Squirter Gang niggas, man. Stay at it, man. Keep on going. This video right here, man, I wanted to just go a little bit more in depth about us being accountable for ourselves, right? Now, with this video, let's talk about you being accountable for the type of women you choose and why it's important for you to understand that you have just as much motherfucking say-so in the type of woman you choose as the women that choose you. Now, just because every woman choose up on you don't mean that's the type of motherfucker that you should be choosing. Every single woman that choose up on you does not mean that's the type of woman you should be choosing. Now, give and take, yes, a lot of fine motherfucking women out here in the world, but that shit don't mean nothing when you think about going deep in terms of being perceptive and having discernment when it comes to dealing with the type of woman that's for you. Now, when you're on your semen retention journey, for those that are, what you'll realize is this. You start to perceive women a little bit more clear. You're not just lusting after them. You know, you're not just lusting after them. So a lot of the times, you know, I see shit floating online where people will talk about, you know, a woman got to bring more to the table. Yeah, but guess what? When you think about women, think about the fact that every single woman got a pussy. Just like all of us got dicks, nigga. Every single woman got a pussy. So the pussy is not even the motherfucking goddamn, the meat and potatoes on the plate. That's the motherfucking beverage, nigga. You could decide the beverage. Ooh, I like Sprite. Sprite tastes a little different than Sierra Mist. I like sweet tea with my shit. I like this with that. Pussy is just the motherfucking beverage, nigga. When you're dealing with women, you got to know that motherfucking every single woman don't have the same attributes. They don't have the same virtues. They don't have the same qualities. So you could see a fine motherfucking chick, but that don't mean that she motherfucking got everything equipped for you. She don't have everything that you may need, and I'm not talking about she got to have money. She got to be balling. She got to be this. I'm talking about in terms of practical attributes that complement you. And it's for you to be able to learn to take time to realize, one, what it is that you want when you're dealing with women. Are you a nigga who on his MGTOW shit? Are you just fucking bitches and going your way? Are you red pilling it, but you still want to be in a relationship? You got to learn to understand who you are and access what it is that you really want, because these things are going to be something that you're going to have to realize over time. If you may not understand what you want in a relationship with a chick, you start fucking around with different women, and then you'll start to realize, damn, I really want this. I thought I wanted that, but I want this and I want that. So you got to make a motherfucking mental journal. You know, you got to make a notepad in your mind, or even write it down for those who need to write it down. What it is that you want. What type of qualities of a woman do you really want? What type of attributes do you really want in her? And, you know, there's levels to this shit, man. When I think about, yeah, okay, you might say little things like, yeah, I want a woman that cooks. Okay, cool. But there's women that all cook, but then at the same time, there's women who cook, but then there's women who don't understand certain aspects of, let's say she got a child, or she got 2 children, or 3 children, or whatever. Y'all got kids together. I know y'all seen these type of posts going on social media where people will talk about who gets the plate first. You know, they'll ask the woman, who do you feed first? And there's this argument where you'll see women talk about the kids eat first, my kids eat first, he'll get his plate after that, blah, blah, blah. And you got women who say, nah, you always feed the man first. You give him his plate, and then the kids get their own shit. You know, they'll get you serve them after. There's debates about shit like this because there's women who really don't have man as a priority in terms of something simple as, hey, he's the breadwinner, or he's the man in the house, he should get his plate first. Nigga, when I grew up, nigga, my dad always got his plate first. My mama make his plate and she be like, here, bring this to your daddy. My daddy be in the back chilling, nigga, watching fucking whatever the fuck he watching, ESPN, whatever. And that was nothing. My mama a strong woman. She a strong, feisty woman, but she understood there was a certain type of hierarchy. In that hierarchy, it never, you know, it never got to a point where there was even a conversation. It was like, yo, your dad get that. Yeah, he get the biggest piece of the chicken. He get the biggest, you know what I'm saying? That's just what it was. So you got women who can cook, but do they understand little things like that? So when we're talking about dealing with women, do they understand certain little things? So you got to be very detailed about the type of women you want. And that plays to the point of you having to be able to have all these type of things running through your mind when you're dealing with choosing women. What are deal breakers? What are things that's something you can let slide? What are things that you just ain't, nah, baby, we ain't even going that route, you know? And a lot of it has to do with you setting the standard for yourself. I got standards myself, you know? My standards is I don't deal with women, you know, I don't mind fucking around with women who have kids, but I don't date women who have kids. That's not my thing. I don't do that. I did it once, won't do it again ever. You know, I don't deal with women who have kids. I don't deal with women who truly hate men. And I know a lot of our women are dysfunctional out here. So you can't get everything. And when I mean truly hate men, I mean women who come off as feminists, women who hate or got bad relationships with their fathers, or they hate their fathers. Now, every woman's situation is different. If a woman was molested as a child by her dad, you got every right to hate that nigga. I get it. But other than that, is she working on being the best person? You want to look for virtues in a woman. Like, you really want to look for things that make her a quality woman. Now, every woman gonna motherfucking toot their horn, just like every nigga gonna toot their horn about them being the best. But certain things you can just see in a person's demeanor, and not only just in terms of how they deal with you, how they deal with other people, how they react to other people, how they react to certain situations. These type of things, you can start to see where that tree, you know, is rooted at. And that's what you want to learn. You want to be able to see those type of things, man. I didn't want to be too long in this video, but I wanted to just give some game in terms of you choose the woman as much as she choose you. And don't make no excuses for the type of woman that you deal with. Now, a lot of this also goes to a point that I talked about before. You get to level your motherfucking game up when you deal with astrology in terms of dealing with women. I don't deal with no woman. I don't look at her natal chart, because I get to see everything that's going on inside with her internally before she could ever tell me something about it. And I can see it. So now that I can see it, I know what the fuck I want. I don't care how good you look, shawty. I'm looking at your chart. I know what you're capable of. I know what you're not capable of. You know, and I can see those things. So I'm already looking long term in terms of when I look at you. So those are levels to step your game up. If you don't know astrology, nigga, you better get your you better get your motherfucking game up, man. You better get your game up, because you will never be able to see a bird's eye view without dealing with some astrology in it. You can try to just say, well, I know how to feel women out. Yeah, we can all feel women out. But nigga, you want to talk about details? That's when you get into astrology. So you can see the details of a person. Very deep. I can't make this shit up, man. You know, and if you want readings, just inbox me on IG at PataiRBG. I might even post a link into my description box where you can link up with me if you need a reading. I'll send my rates and everything like that. And if you're dealing with women, or you're dealing with a woman you like, I do those type of charts too. Those are called synastry and composite readings. So we can do all of that. But just wanted to get some game out there, man. You know, hope y'all niggas enjoying y'all day. Gold Sack gang. Salute. Squirt the gang. Stay on your shit, man. Peace.
I'ma stay touching all kinds of paper.